Hello guys, welcome to this new video. In this video, we are going to talk about a technique which is called password as storage. So basically, if you log into or sign up to any website, you create a username and a password, and every time you can use that username and password to log into that particular website. Okay, so how that looks like in a network diagram scenario, you can see there on the screen. So this is a web browser, and through this browser using internet, you connect to a web server, and then first time you sign up. Okay, first time you sign up for any services, and then you create a username and a password. Okay, this is a very basic way to uh, create a user account for most of the website. And every time when you get a sign up page sorry sign in page in the future, after sign up, you provide the same username and password, and then you get login to it. So that means the website knows about your username and password. That is how they authenticate you to log into their server or to their services. So you must have wondered like that how web servers to authenticate or share or restore the password or credentials. So the basic way, the very basic way to do that is the web servers to have a database where they store your credentials, and username and password. Okay, sorry, my handwriting on this board is not that good, but yeah, I hope you understand. So there is a database. So you see this is a web server. You try to log in through a web browser connecting towards the internet to this web server, and then this web server does have a database where they have the actual username and then a password. So this password is not a plain text. That is where the password has a storage technique works. Okay, so when you sign up for this website, suppose you had a username as admin. Okay, admin, and then you created a password called okay, so so okay, I will keep it very plain: 1 2 3 4, and then A B C, which should not be the actual password. And this must be some values like hash dollar or whatever, that suppose that, but it should not be like this in real for sure. So suppose you provided a username as admin and a password as 1 2 3 4 ABC. Okay, or make it ABCD. Okay, so when you provide these details, what this web server does, it actually sends this to their database, and before it saves there, it probably it will going to add a salt value. So basically salt value, what it is, so suppose you have a password called 1 2 3 4 ABCD, and this database or the web server or the technique is uh, using salt. That means it is going to use any other word before it, which will be common for every user basically, that that will be created on this web server. So maybe if you consider salt value as 5. Okay, so your actual password will become, for this server to authenticate yourself, will be 5 1 2 3 4 ABCD. But this is not going to be stored like this on the database. Okay, so now after adding the salt, what is it is going to do? It is going to create a hash value. So if you are aware about hash, you know what hash means. If you're not, you can just click on the video pop up and watch my video related to encryption versus hashing. Okay, and but let me tell you just what hashing does. So it will just has this value with a fixed variable length. That means it will convert this value to something else which will not cannot be reversible. I mean, with that hash you cannot make the same password. So suppose hash value can be like this, that uh, it can be like +1 to every number or anything. Okay, so it will be 5 plus 1 or 1 plus 1 and then 2 plus 1, like this. It can be when so basically there is a hashing algorithm called MD5 and others, which actually will convert this plain text to a hashing, which will be a fixed length variable, which will not be something like this password. So it will be something like, so if your password is 1 2 3 4, it will be like A B A X dollar has at the rate or whatever. So it will be a long number which will not be anything similar to this password. Okay, so suppose the hash value of this salted value, so not the original password which was this, of the salted value 51234 abcd becomes zy uh, k p 3521. Okay, whatever it is, but let's for the example purpose, let's see the value becomes this. So whatever hashing algorithm you perform on this plain text will result same output every time you perform the same operation using the same algorithm. So every time you do hashing of this password using the same algorithm, it is going to get give you the same value. Okay, so now after performing this, the database is going to save your credential as username as admin and password as this hashed value. Okay, z y k p or whatever it is. Okay, so next time when you sign in, it is not going to match with your real password, but your password will add the salt value and then will be hashed, and then hash value will be matched with the hash password. So if you provide the right password, the salt value will always be 5, and then whatever the value will be hashed to the same using same algorithm, and it will give the same hash value. And then and how it is going to secure your password, that means, like, if this database is compromised and someone get access to the username and the password, and see, they will never know what salt value was used and what algorithm was used to hash this. So they cannot get the right password using this hashed value. So even though if they have the database, they have the access to the username and the hashed password, but they will never be able to convert it to the right password. They will never be able to sign up. They cannot use this hashed as a password, because if they enter this hash as a password, then this there will be a salt value added to that hash, and that will all again be hashed. So that will create a different value. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So this is how a password has a storage technique. Secure your password, even though if it is compromised, the hacker cannot use that. I hope you get my point and learn something from this video. Please feel free to share your feedback, and I would like to hear in the comment if you have any topic you want me to cover in further videos. Thank you so much.